but it is wild that that wasn't even allowed to happen still in the 90s when we know what happened in the 50s. Welcome back, everybody, to the Daily Racing Show here at RacePlazaMedia, and today we'll be taking a look at more racing memes. Let's get into it. I am ready for more memes.
Today I put together a collection of memes about rally.
Okay.
I figured it's the month of the Dakar Rally. We have the World Rally Championship happening a little bit later this month. So I figured I'll put together a little bit of a compilation of rally memes. They're wild. I mean, rally in general is absolutely wild to me. So I'm excited to show you these.
Okay, already starting off with...
Let's start here.
Yeah. I mean, they're just flying. They're not even racing. They're just flying.
This is insanity. That's what it is.
I mean, okay. So seeing this, first of all, I don't want to do like spoilers, right? But talking about when we talked about the Ferrari movie, like, you know, and like the things that happens, you know, at the end, like if I see this, like I'm not surprised that there's still accidents that happen, because like these racers or these drivers are like literally flying down the street, right? Flying down the road, and there are people right there, right?
I mean, it's insane. I'm gonna let it run again just while we chat. But I mean, just the speed that they have, it's so much more of a reaction kind of sport. Like, yes, of course they know where they're going. They have the navigator right next to them. But it's just absolutely, and the air, like how they just take off.
That's crazy.
And then the spectators are right there. There's no border between
like
them.
Look at this guy in red. Like he was kind of like, you know, it's crazy, you know.
It is absolutely wild.
Yeah, I mean, rally is just something else. I mean, I keep saying it, but they're just built different. Literally, they're that built differently, you know. That's rally racers for you, you know.
And here, just to keep things going, here's another one of these.
Okay.
Oh, so here I thought was so interesting. They just show how
they go around the corner.
How they all go around the corner differently. There's different ways, of course. I mean, depending on probably the vehicle, the speed, and what type of driver you are. I mean, like, look at this.
Yes.
It's so different.
I will admit I have actually seen this before.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's because I think I've seen a video where they're like, oh, you know, rate which like one you like best. But I think it's so interesting, like this one person just doing like a whole 360. Or like 180 actually, sorry, 180 around the corner. Yeah, this person. I mean, I guess you can put your flavor on it however you want to, but it's mind-boggling to me. Also, I mean,
or you can take a couple of things with you.
Yeah, get out of me way. But it's like rally is just. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching the Dakar highlights, and even seeing there how people take the different routes. Of course, it depends on if you have a truck versus if you have a motorcycle or a quad or whatnot.
Absolutely.
But it's still really interesting, even if you have the same type of vehicle, the different routes that they decide to take, or how they drive up a dune and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's, I mean, I'm sure it's based also on your skill, then the car, the weight, the speed that you go, like all these different things go into factor, and also maybe your preference.
I think preference and also like knowledge of the car itself, like how well, like we had that that American motorcycle rider, and he didn't really have a chance to really get accustomed to his bike, and they couldn't do a lot of testing, and then he faced the repercussions of that. So I think the better you know also your machine that you're operating, of course, like the better you'll be able to like decide, am I gonna take it this way? But in rally, it's also like especially rally road, I guess, you don't have the option of taking left or right, you know, in Dakar, you have the desert as your like playground,
there's so much space for you to go.
There you only have one way, and that's the way to go. And they're just flying down.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have like not that much time to make the decision. Like, yes, you have the day before where you do your reconnaissance kind of the route, but still it's like a a moment decision. So you have to decide which is the fastest way for you specifically to take that corner. But I thought it was cool to see different people's approaches because I hadn't even thought about it. I was like, okay, you just take the corner. But I didn't think about the fancy way of like, oh, we'll do a 180 and then. Yes. So I thought that was really, really cool.
It's very cool.
All right, here is the next one.
Yes.
Oh, this is just to emphasize again, like what you were saying, like the crowds, look, they're on the track. You don't see the apex. You just like, and he's even complaining about like, you shouldn't be driving here.
It's too dangerous.
It is so dangerous.
Yeah, like this person just crossing, it is so tight in there.
Yeah, so, and you shouldn't have to slow down. I mean, yes, obviously you slow down if there's people in the way, but that you shouldn't have to because they will take away seconds and minutes of your time.
And then for reference, so people know, because you can't see it in the video, this is from 1997 from the World Rally Championship in Portugal.
Yes.
Right? So now I think they have different regulations, but it is wild that that wasn't even allowed to happen still in the 90s when we know what happened in the 50s.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's been an ongoing thing that rally audiences are, I mean, a whole other kind of audience, also just like the drivers themselves. But I mean, yeah, there should be some kind of separation or like a line where you're not supposed to like cross just because of safety for everybody. And also to let the drivers drive at the speeds that they want to drive or need to drive to make the time. Like, yes, there's probably some speed limits during those sections if it's like city roads and stuff like that. But I mean, they weren't able to drive the speed limit that the speeds that they wanted to drive, I'm sure. Yeah,
and it's this thing like a driver should only have to worry about like driving and not necessarily about people accidentally hitting someone because they're like, they can't stay in the stands or whatever.
No, exactly. So, because I mean, you don't want that on your conscience.
Yeah,
also.
absolutely.
Like if something happens, no.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're like, it wasn't my fault, but you still hit someone and maybe potentially injured them. Yeah, so, or worse, you know. Yeah. So, next video.
This is just in line with like the crazy rally type fans, and also just to emphasize the community.
They're just lifting this car out.
They're just helping them.
That is great. Like, I mean, because there are smaller cars, but look how many are like just, I think that's a Renault, right? So they're just like pulling these cars out of the trenches.
They're just like, let's go.
Wow.
I mean, we did see it. Like, as I said, we've been watching the car highlights of this year, and it's really cool to see not just the community within the drivers and all the participants, but also like the locals that are there sitting on the dunes. And if somebody gets stuck, they help out. They bring their shovels or they just like help. And then I was like, I forgot who it was, but then they hugged the audience members or the people who kind of helped out because it's such.
I think that was either Yassir or it was Yassid, one of
the locals.
I mean
they're from Saudi Arabia.
I don't know if both are, but yeah, it was one of I think I can't remember because we watched so many recently, so I don't know exactly who it happened to.
But I mean, it's just so cool to see the community within the drivers, the participants, but also like people, like the fans. They just want to help out and make sure that
like get back on the road. Because I mean, this one car was like half, like if you play the video one more time, was like half in the water.
And then this guy, let's go. I know that would be me also on the side of the road. Like,
so, this car, like they're pulling it out. But I will say, I don't think you have that sense of like, oh, we'll help other drivers out in the World Rally Championship. I think that's a Dakar specific thing.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, I think that's a Dakar specific thing because like, that kind of goes within like the like spirit of it. I think in the World Rally Championship, like they don't stop to pull someone else out because you're worried about your own time in the leg.
Yeah, of course. But also in Dakar, it's you don't get penalized for helping somebody else out. Like your time gets stopped.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't have that here, I think. Yeah. So.
But even the beginning, it kind of reminded me of when we grew up. I don't know if you remember, but we went to, there was a Tour de France that came by where we live, which is the bicycle race or the cycling race. And then that's kind of what it reminded me of, like standing on the sides and just like cheering them on. But it's also kind of wild. You stand there for hours.
Yes.
And then they're by you within like a couple minutes and then it's over.
Well, I mean, I guess at least with the rally, you have like you have cars after cars after cars. With the bicycle, it was like one crowd of people coming by, and then you just waited there for like 2 hours. They come by, and then like a minute and a half later, they're gone, and you're like, I guess that was it.
But it was still exciting.
It's exciting.
So I'm excited to one day kind of experience that.
Yes, that's very cool. Okay, next.
Here we go. Oh, here's just another emphasis of fans helping out. They literally like brought like wrenches and stuff. I'll show the video from the beginning in a second again. But it's just...
That is just... Wow. There's like also the control over the car.
And then
yeah, there you go. There you have the they're racing.
I mean, rally fans just seem like a whole other kind of breed. I don't think you see that kind of fans in like Formula One necessarily. I feel like the vibe is just different.
Yeah, I mean it's also because like you don't have to pay to be there. Right?
Oh yeah, you can
just show up, right?
With your cooler
food and your drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like kind of like tailgating almost, right? But it's awesome. And it seems like here that people are behind like some type of barrier and stuff like that. So it's not
partially, yeah.
It's not quite as intrusive.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's more exciting because you get car after car, like whoever starts off, and then they do these cool like drifts around.
Yeah, it's like a perfect spot to stand.
Yeah, absolutely, and you see all different types of cars. So we saw like everything from like a Porsche to a WRX to what is it? Was a Renault there and stuff like that. So it's really awesome.
Here, I wanted to show you just the beginning, and then here, see?
Oh, the hood was up.
And then everybody's just like, we got you.
We got you. Oh, they're making sure it's latched.
Yeah.
Too. Okay, nice.
Let's go. It's like a pit stop, but with like the audience.
That's the Porsche. Yeah, that's really cool. Maybe the driver also knew if like people are coming up, because otherwise you would have to get out of the car. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good point. I didn't even think about it, but they probably knew. Oh, there's a section with the audience. They're gonna come in clutch.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop. Oh, there's an Audi. Yeah. So yeah, really, really cool. I love it. I mean, rally is just, I don't want to repeat myself a billion times. So it is something.
But I mean, even when we've been watching just the Dakar part of it, every like couple of minutes, I catch myself being like, wild.
Yes.
It's so wild.
Yes.
It's just, I mean, I'm just so new to it still, but it's just so impressive. It's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch the next one.
Oh, pause it.
Okay, so the next one, it's I'll just let you watch it, but it's a little bit of a longer video.
Okay.
But I think it's really, really cool. So there's no music because we can't show the music.
They're like the Uber.
Yes, exactly. So it's like a taxi.
Oh, taxi. And
then it's an actual
rally racer.
Yeah, rally racer who has won rallies before, like local rallies. I think it's he's a Czech driver. And then so people get in there, and I'll just let you watch it. Do you have a driver?
National champion and European too. So they're going over his qualification. Can I help? Oh my.
With like a puke bag.
Yeah. There's like, in case you need it. I will say, right? That is like, wow. Okay, first of all, now you're just flexing on everyone. I like they had a little taxi sign on the top. I will say though, that's like one of my dreams. I would love to be in a car with someone who knows what they're doing, and then just just send it around the track.
Yes.
Send it around the track. Give me a little puke bag in case I need it.
Just in case.
Just in case. Honestly, I feel like, and I don't know if this is a lie, I feel like as long as we're not spinning, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
The spinning thing is like what I don't like.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, I would still want to do the spinning. I would want to try it. I mean, not me driving, but like being in it. But I mean, yes, 100%. I would love to. If something like this would happen to me, I'll be like, yep, let's go. But yeah, I love that they read his like credentials. It's kind of like in a cab when you have the person's like name and like certification or whatever it is. So that's what they had.
Yes.
So I thought this was really really cool.
fun. I've seen something similar with getting your driver's license. So essentially, this person was I think she's a drifter, you know, a drift racer, and so and you know how like depending on where you are, you take your own car.
Excuse me, yeah.
To get your license, and so essentially she was like, I mean, it was fake, but essentially she went in to get her driving license.
Oh, she pretended she was like a newbie.
New driver, and then the person just gets in, and she's just like. In this case, I mean, it was this person, the driving instructor or like test exam taker, whatever, was like fearing for their lives because I don't think they knew what was happening. But I seen something somewhere was like, that's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah, because it has like the same type of energy. Okay, next.
All right, next one. Okay.
It's also like, look at this. You can't see anything. There's no street lights.
Here, I'm gonna play it just one more time. It's just
and the sparks flying and just setting it, and there's also little curves and corners. And like I get you have headlights on, but come on,
but
this
also
is.
the speed.
Oh,
the speed that they go.
For reference, this is the Rally Monte Carlo,
which is coming up in like 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah, that is insane. I never thought about rally racing happening at night, so that's very unusual. I hadn't. Sorry, I'm trying to not be behind the picture of the video. That's very unusual. I didn't, I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Track racing, I understand it. You can do it at night because you have the lights.
Yeah.
But this is like if there's no street lights, good luck.
I know, it was crazy.
Wow.
And I was also thinking about like, I don't like driving at night. I'm horrible. I mean, I'm not horrible at night, but I prefer not to drive at night. If I don't have to, I sleep at night and I don't drive at night.
No comment about that. Next video. Oh, yes.
I know this is a very famous rally clip.
Yes.
However, I thought just the text of it was really funny.
Yeah, it's a funny meme. It is. It's like, you're breaking their car. Yeah. Wait a minute, hang on. Oh, Sammy, you're breaking the car.
Yes,
okay. Because I was trying to remember the name, Samir Tapar.
Yes.
But I do believe, to give some context for this, I do believe there was I think his co-pilot ended up getting some backlash for it because I guess the way he was talking to him, people weren't happy with it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I've seen this.
Like it's a very famous separate like rally clip.
Yes.
But I thought in this context with you like a fresh license.
Yes, I remember actually. I remember. This is so stupid. But I remember, so when I learned how to drive, right? You were one of the people teaching me, right? And I remember what I said was to you, because you were like, start braking earlier. And I was like, no, I'm going to brake like our brake in Grand Theft. That's how I do it in Grand Theft Auto. I think I said something similar like to that to you. Just for that's what it reminds me of. It's like, I'm gonna do it how I do it in the video game, okay?
That's not how this works.
And also, like, we all know how everyone drives in GTA, so it's not really.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like everyone gets hit. Okay, next.
The last one.
So I haven't seen it yet. I know it's the dog, but I didn't read the text.
I hope we're not gonna get a lot of hate for this one. But this is not a video. This is just a meme for you to look at. So look at it.
Okay, rally drives. I just crashed my car, flipped over 20 times, hit a tree, fixed it myself, and won the race.
I mean, we're big F1 fans.
Yes. And we're also Hamilton. Like, we like Hamilton. Like no hate to anyone, but it is. They are built very differently. I mean, it's also the cars are obviously built differently, but it's a funny meme.
It is.
My tires are gone. I cannot race any longer. And also because like. I think it's so funny because like they always say it and then they continue to do like the best lap times. And I mean, I know they're saying that because they also know that the enemies can hear it, but the enemies, the rival teams can hear it, right? But it's like, oh, my tires are gone. Oh no! And then they do 20 more laps, and the rally drivers like Nassar, right? He didn't even have a freaking tire anymore in the car.
And the last, like, how many, like 30 kilometers, he just went with 3 tires.
Whatever.
The fourth one was just the rim, essentially. It was wild.
Whatever.
Or, I mean, like, they fixed the whole thing. Oh, yeah, my suspension is broken, but no worries. I got my wrench and I can fix it.
Anyway, like, rally built different once again, you know.
It's very, very different.
Very, very different.
But yeah, so this was the last meme of today.
Very cool. A different vibe, I would say. Let me turn this off again. A different vibe than last 2 weeks ago memes, because it's a little bit not as funny, I would say, like, because these are like this is just for amazement, I feel like.
Oh yes,
like,
I mean, there was a couple funny moments, but yes, definitely, it was just to emphasize the wild insanity that is rally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have another meme review in 2 weeks again. The next one, I mean, some of them are gonna be themed, some of them are not gonna be themed, so we'll see. But yeah, these are the ones that tickled my fancy that I wanted to share with you. So I hope you enjoyed them.
Yeah, it was okay. I'm just kidding. No, it was good. It was good. Yeah, I mean, with rally, I think you can show me any clip and I'll be amazed by it, because it will never not be amazing or to me. But yeah, awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this week's meme review. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at the Daily Racing Show.
Yes. And remember to like and subscribe.
And of course, share your memes if you guys have anything you guys want us to take a look at it. Our socials are down below. Send them to us and we'll be reviewing them here. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.